Veronica should stop saying hello guys. So no hello guys. Hi. So welcome back to my YouTube channel, and of course, as you can see today, I have a very special guest. Now, like I said before, I ambushed her. I didn't give her prior notice because she might wiggle out of it, or she might try to make me tell her the questions I want to ask her. But the funny thing is, as of the time I started to do this video, I didn't have like a line of questions I wanted her to answer. I said, let me do it. Right now, I don't even have any paper or something to prepare me. I just want to ask her off the cuff questions, and as the spirit leads. So, like we all know, the name of my channel is what? Veronica's Daughter's Channel. Well, I am Veronica's daughter. As you can see, this is Veronica. My mother is very shy. Don't think my mother is anything like me. No. Sorry, that's not true. I recently realized that my mother is. I am more like my mother than she made me believe. And I'll tell you guys why. So for now, this is my mother, and she came for my omugo. Omugo means, of course, to pamper a woman who just gave birth newly. She has been cooking and cleaning for me, taking care of the baby, ensuring I don't do any chores, ensuring I don't stress myself, giving me time to heal. And see, I wouldn't be glowing and shouting and my mouth is sharp like this if she didn't do a good omugo. By now I would still be limping, either because I'm exhausted from doing the chores around the house, I'm exhausted from cooking for the family, I'm exhausted from one thing or the other. But she made it possible that I have a seamless transition back into family life from the hospital to this place, and I'm so grateful to her. I'm so grateful to God, who also gave her sound health. Because you might be willing, but because you don't have, the strength, you're not as healthy as you would love to be. It could be a problem. So I'm happy that she's well, she's alive, and I'm also happy that my father allowed her to come. And we've had her for this long, but now he's agitated. He wants his wife back. So I decided, before I send his wife back to him, I must have a video and ask her a few questions. And so let's just get right to it. Mommy, how far?
I'm good.
You are good.
Yes.
I know you're just thinking, Mama Onyara, oh God knows what she's doing with me. Since she came, she keeps on saying, I have seen what you're using me to do. So please, people should subscribe and see what I'm using her to do. So tell us your name and what you do.
Well,
speak up.
Well, my name is Mrs. Veronica Uber. Well, for now, I'm a housewife. Before I used to be a tailor. In our own time, we call it a tailor. Now you people call it designers.
Fashion designers. They are no longer tailors. So, now they are called fashion designers.
Okay, fashion designers. Yes, but I'm a tailor, having my own shop.
Yeah, my mother used to be a tailor. And I remember growing up with the dresses she made for me. She will make sure the neck is here. Make sure the length is way down. Then even with my breast, my mother will put puff hand for me and put belt at the back. To signal people, this girl is still a small girl. Forget all these things you're seeing in her chest. Mommy, let's continue.
Yes, so
okay, yes, you were a tailor, but now you're a housewife. Very, very good. I want to ask you, I'm sure they would like to know, because people are always asking me, from the way you talk about your mother, she's a very big disciplinarian, a born-again Christian, she's conservative, she trained you well with an iron fist. Yet, Ella, you are still crazy, you are still mad like this. What does your mother think of how you have turned out? So that's the question. As in, you knew me when I was born, when I was younger, growing up. What did you think of me then, and what do you think of the me now that you're seeing?
Well, when you were growing up, honestly, I was afraid. That's why other my children, I will give them space that I don't give her.
Oh, God.
I will make sure that my eyes is on her. For example, like in my shop, when they close school, they can go home. I order her to come to my shop so that my eyes will.
Yeah, your eyes will be on me.
So honestly, I was afraid.
Why were you afraid? Why?
No, she doesn't have fear. She doesn't fear anybody. She's not afraid. I beg, please. Honestly, the way I look at her then, I said, this girl, this girl, I beg you. I beg you. That's why always, even in the church, when they're going for children camp, others will go, she will not go.
I never went to children camp.
So I will not allow her.
Because my mother believed that if she removed her eye, she doesn't want people. If she like this, I'll just follow one man. That's what she believed. That's what she believed.
So in short, I misunderstood her. Honestly, I did. It's now that I know she's not the way I thought. Honestly. And as I'm in this house, I begin to appreciate her the more. Anyway, no matter that she's a crazy girl, she's a honestly, she's a bunch of a gift to me. It's okay. I know you better now.
Oh, you know me better now?
Yeah.
Last time you were thinking I would follow man.
Honestly.
I suffer. The people of God, I suffer. This is, she just say, it's just the preamble. See, I want to go Senike.
Is it what you will say here?
Why won't I say it? Is it not part of it? It's part of it. It's part of it. These people listening, they too, their parents did the same. So don't think it's a secret. I've already told them before, don't worry, it's not a secret. See, listen, it's not, for me, now that I am a mother, I understand to a very large extent. In fact, even before becoming a mother, as I was growing up, I understood that sometimes, most times, the intent is what matters. The execution might not be very good, but the intention with which you do anything matters. My mother trained us the best way she knew how. And I believe that the system she used, in as much as it's not like I liked it a lot, but it had positive impact because it made me determined not to live down to expectation. You know how people feel you're going to go this way? You try as much as possible not to give them that satisfaction. You go the other way. No matter how difficult this other way is pulling you, no matter how hard this other way is pulling you, you go this way because you know that if I go this way, Hagasi, I knew it. Am I surprised? I'm not surprised. We always knew she would end up like that. And growing up, I felt my mother hated me. That's the honest truth. I was like, sometimes I was like, can this woman really be my mother? But I had to look at her. We look alike, so there's no way. Then why is she doing me like this? You know, what others will do and get away with, for me, it wasn't possible at all. I can't get away with it. You know, clothes that others will wear and get away with it. Who born you? Who born you? You come and wear it. It wasn't possible. So the relationship between my mother and I was very stormy. I think it began to get better when I entered the university. Mm-hmm. You know, when I finished secondary school without incident. Finished secondary school, proceeded to the university. So our relationship became better because there was no more beating, and she began to see me in a different light. She began to see, you know, her biggest problem then was that this girl is always with boys. That was one of the biggest issues. And I've always said that I like boys. Not for anything. My head was always in the book.
Do you know why I was very careful? Because when I'm growing up, I have boys as my friends. But I know myself, you know. So I was afraid as you are with these boys. Because I know I'm not like that, but I was afraid of you. You understand? Yeah. My friends are boys. We play with them. But I know I'm not doing anything with them. My fear is that so that you understand?
Not. I understand that.
So
of course, there was that danger. But I just felt more comfortable in their midst because there was no drama with the boys. The boys, and you know boys, once you play with them too much, they stop seeing you as a girl. That's what happened to me. In fact, when they'll be counting girls in the class, they'll jump me, look at you be girl. Because I was very tomboyish, I was running all over the place, climbing trees, doing all those things. It was nothing sexual or nothing flirty. But a Nigerian mother who hears that her daughter is walking all around town with boys.
And then when you get a report, I saw your daughter in Ahmad Bellewe with one man. I saw your daughter in MTL with one man. So you become my friend.
You think, hey, is this thing not too much? So you know that was the biggest fear. So when I graduated without incident, entered the university, I think she relaxed because she felt if she didn't fail at this tender age, is it now she would fail? And you know, from there,
with prayer, because I was always praying for her special, because I don't want to see shame. I didn't bring shame to my more family.
Do I want to see shame? Do I want to see shame?
So I really prayed.
And I think that now that I'm a mother, of course I have Ola as a girl, and Ola is more like me in so many aspects. So when she do some things, I'm like, oh, so this was what my mother meant when she was trying to kill me. Wow. You know. But Ola is lucky because I am not my mother. Right? After all I went through and knowing myself, I have better ways of handling her and getting same results without having to resort to a lot of the tactics that old Nigerian mothers resorted to. So I understand that part. Now let me ask you again now.
Yes, dear.
Let me ask you again. Apart from that now, what do you think about, are we talking marriages now? What do you think about marriages then in your own time and marriages now? What do you think are the main differences, either in the way you choose who your husband or wife will be, and the way they were chosen before, and how they married? Because I know that now, since you've been in my house, we've had this discussion, we've been talking about it. Because I realized, even when she's talking to her husband, I realized that, anyway, these old people married on our own will be the same. The way these guys are doing this marriage, it's not the same with us. There are so many differences. So what do you think are those differences?
Well, you know, during our own time, you know, now, you people are in digital age. Our own is, what do you people call it? Analog.
Oh.
And like me, when you grow up that day, immediately after your primary, primary, like me, you know, I didn't go to school.
Yes.
I have primary school. So after primary school, as if I just decided I want to marry. You know, my mother is a disciplinarian.
Hey,
so I'm running away.
Wait. If you people think Veronica was very, very strong, you have not met Selena. That's my grandmother. My mother claims she's a disciplinarian. I say she's a wicked woman.
No, please,
now,
no.
Wait, I used to say, I was a young child. Marriage then and now.
Is it on?
Yes, it's on.
Oh. The difference during our own time, you know, very obedient.
Very obedient.
Very obedient. You see your husband as all and all. As, in short, you are ready at his service.
Differences between marriages then and now. You say very obedient.
We, our wife now.
You people are very, am I not obedient?
You people with a lot of questions would say, I beg, our own. That's why our marriage succeeds more than you people's own man.
Are you sure it succeeded?
It succeeded.
We're just enduring.
Well, we know, especially as Igbo woman, when you are married, especially when you have a kid. No matter whatever, you know, marriage is an endurance. You have to endure. Because you are meeting with somebody that you don't know. You know, you can do, what do you people call it now? Relationship.
Okay,
relationship. For 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Like, you see, the man can see to hey, I want to marry you. Say, let me go and think. Give me time. You can come tomorrow and next month to give her an answer. Or 1 month.
And most times the answer is yes.
Especially when you want to marry.
And that time people don't used to think, can he give me money? Does he have money?
No, some people will say, will this person have money? Or we that in the village, you can say, no, I will not marry somebody that is at home. I will marry somebody that is in township. Abroad. So immediately you see anyone, especially during the festive season.
Period, like Christmas,
Easter, anything celebration.
August meeting. How do you call it?
Not August meeting.
Meeting now, New Year
celebration. New Year celebration. Easter, Christmas. That's the peak of the time that men will find wife. And if you see it then, you conclude, yes. Before that person go, you give the person an answer. So whenever he
I think the biggest difference you're saying is that things were simpler then.
It's simpler now. It's simpler. During our time, we are not doing this with that big, like my own dowry. How much do they pay? 200.
My own dowry, how much did they pay?
And you people's own will say, Banco, Ashebi, this one. What is Ashebi there?
So if you are coming out on your marriage day,
coming out from where?
No, as in, when they call you, say, Veronica,
come and go.
They'll give you wine. So it's only you who come out. Like someone that doesn't have friends. Only you.
They are not doing like during our own time. I married in 1977. There's no Banco there.
Really?
No, so what they do? No, what they do, that's the Umunna.
The Umunna, that's the kindred.
The kindred. The Baraha, not this extravagant one you people are doing, because the list is there. The list is there. The family, the Umunna kindred will gather. You come and carry their father will give you the wine. The wine. You go and give your husband. And the husband will give you bread and the soup that he buy for you.
Marriage finished.
No, so that later they will go and pay the down because you will call the first time, second time, third time, even fourth time.
No, we're not even coming all those coming.
No, you can't.
Time to be coming all those coming. We need to do our coming once and for all.
No, you can't do our time. No. You must go it one by one. You can't join two together.
So you can't use money and finish everything.
You can't join two together.
So
one
then
by
marriage
one.
was very.
It's very simple.
But it had process.
It had process.
Go this one.
After this one, go this one.
Okay. So thank you so much. This is just part one. I'm always happy to pick my mother's brain and see how different the life they lived there was from what we're seeing now. So we're going to have you again and we'll be discussing more. Because if you have anything you want my mother to weigh in on her page, just send me the questions and I will ask her. Thank you very much for watching, and please, I'm Maroga, I'm begging, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and of course, share. Thank you very much.